At this time, we'd like to welcome Jarrett Baer, Evelyn Bergstresser, Trinity Cochran, Laura Van Auker, and Benjamin Clovis to sing our national anthem. Once they are all set, we will ask you to rise and remove your hats, please. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glow, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us as the spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening. Welcome to Marcus Whitman Central School District's commencement honor class of 2021. This is a major milestone for everyone graduating tonight, as it is the next step in beginning our adulthood. Some of you may know what you want to do with your life, while others may not, but the people around us will always help us through the huge moments like this. This year has been tough, and the class of 2021 has persevered with the help of the Whitman staff, our families, and our community, which have guided us through to today. As we transition into a new part in our lives, we will have to keep advocating for ourselves, to our bosses, professors, or anybody else, really. As we develop into independent adults, everyone in this auditorium, or those watching from home, has had some sort of impact on us getting to this moment. You have all supported us, and you made this achievement possible. Your support will be needed through our toughest transition yet, from our familiar high school life to college, the workforce, or the military. As Sylvia Earle says, if you think the ocean isn't important, imagine Earth without it. Mars comes to mind. No ocean, no life support system. Graduates, imagine yourself without an ocean for a while. Please take a moment to think about your ocean and who has supported you to get you where you are today, whether it was friends, family, or teachers. Commencement is a time to reflect upon the 13 years we've shared together as a class and the memories we've made. To our support systems, we thank you for driving us all over the state to different events, cheering us on in competitions, studying academics with us, and listening to us play off-tune music while practicing our instruments. We will remember all the memories that we have created as a class. These memories are irreplaceable. As we all go our separate ways, Marcus Whitman Class of 2021, always remember where you came from and the ocean that surrounds you with continual support and love. Please join me in this prayer. May the Creator of the universe be with us as we celebrate our graduation this evening. May we never forget our special memories together at Marcus Whitman. May our days ahead be filled with fulfillment and joy. Amen. Thank you, and now I'd like to introduce Principal Pat.
You did great. Nice job, Pam. Good evening. We are here tonight to celebrate the 53rd commencement of Marcus Whitman High School. Welcome parents, family members, community members, members of the Board of Education, administration, employees, and our honored guests, the class of 2021. Before we begin the rest of the ceremony, it is tradition that we honor our retiring teachers at graduation. Tonight, we honor our foreign language teacher for her 26 years of service and her countless hours with trips abroad, spending time with our masterminds and our future educators, and bringing the French and Spanish culture to our students. Let's give a Whitman send-off to Mrs. Michelle Underwood. Graduates, most years there would be profound quotes from accomplished people or facts from things from the past compared to now. But this year, I'm turning to Mary Poppins. Yes, you know the movie where a nanny arrives on a windy day with her parasol to a family that needs a little guidance to find joy in life, as well as appreciation of one another and the life that we do have. It's a Disney classic, and like this year, so unrealistic in structure, but uplifting in reality, that there are maybe good things that happen if you take the time to reflect, be patient, and look for them. Mary Poppins once said, "When the world turns upside down, the best things to do is turn right along with it." And all of you have done this, graduates. And your Whitman family here has pulled all the tricks out of their bottomless carpet bags to give you ideas and strategies to go out and be successful in your new life. Success, measured by being proud of yourself as an individual and finding a job or career that you thoroughly enjoy, are respected at, and can grow. Sometime tonight or tomorrow, graduates, I want you to go home and hug your parent or parent figures and say thank you for all their support. Parameters, late nights, taxi driving, sharing of their unsolicited advice, and food they have provided for you. I'm asking you to show appreciation to your loved ones. Soak up as much of them as you can, and let them have a piece of you before you move on. Tell them you love them without asking for money or anything else in return, because they really are your biggest fans. Thank you, graduates, for making Marcus Whitman a wonderful place to be, and may the Whitman winds take you away. Enjoy your night. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our salutatorian, Ben Clovis.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Ben Clovis, and I have been in this district since kindergarten. I have the great privilege of speaking at the ceremony today in this hopefully well-air-conditioned auditorium, and it is pretty nice. Speaking of which, it is our distinct honor to be the first ever class to graduate in the newly renovated auditorium. For those who have not been in here yet, we hope you enjoy and appreciate all the work that was put into it. In fact, the auditorium isn't the only part of our school that was a project that our class experienced throughout the year. I dare to say that if we were told not to go down another hallway due to construction, it would seem so normal that no one would even bat an eye at it. Well, why is that? I guess one explanation is that we don't really have a say on whether or not we can enter the hallway in construction. But I venture to say that it is our class's unique ability to adapt to anything that gets given to us, or perhaps a better term would be what has been forcibly thrown at us. Has it been an easy year or two for us as students? Not at all. However, walking through these halls at Whitman, seldom do I hear a student complain about our circumstances. On the contrary, I hear bright notes of optimism for our future. This is the power we hold as a class. No adversity, big or small, educational or otherwise, could ever prevent us from walking here today. We even see this going back to our humble beginnings as the first third grade elementary class to be the product of a merge of 2 different schools in the district. We took this as an exciting opportunity to meet brand new people and make new friends, rather than being confused after getting thrust into a setting filled with unknowns. And it is safe to say that the friends we made in that year have stuck around over the years. Through the awkwardness of adolescence and middle school, all the way up to the term papers in high school, English classes, and a plethora of exams, our class has taken on the classic high school experience and has succeeded tremendously. But then, of course, we all know what happened next. The biggest headline in modern American history and even the world. I come before you today not to relive the moments of the past couple of years because we all understand the associated struggles with the virus. I'm here today to tell you that as coronavirus cases continue to drop, the class of 2021 has emerged from the pandemic stronger than ever. We were sent home in March of 2020, so we adjusted and sat at our computers in our pajamas, getting ready to watch a pre-recorded video of our teachers. We came back to school and adjusted to our new hybrid schedule, mastering the art of Kami and Zoom. And now here we are, with restrictions slowly lifting and events such as the one that you are attending today happening all around the country. The class of 2021 is extremely resilient and determined, and I think that these past few years have allowed us to show that to our community and ourselves. Our years here at Marcus Whitman have taught us how to thrive in the face of adversity through adaptation and grit. But without role models, this would all be impossible. With a combination of both faculty here at school and parents and grandparents at home, we have learned what pride in the paw means and what it truly takes to be a wildcat. Thank you for your continued support and generosity through car rides, food donations, lessons planned, and relationships made. We are up here in large part due to your work, and we express our gratitude for that today. Thank you for your time, and please enjoy the rest of the ceremony. Thank you. Now, please welcome Jordan Leahy for our musical selection.
I guess this is it. Class of 2021. Oh, how we have an interesting bunch of kids we got here. We aren't the same people who entered these halls 4 years ago. We all matured in our own way. I would like to start off by thanking all the people who helped us along the way to get here. We all have different people in mind when I say that. Different teachers, parents, siblings, other relatives, and the friends who never left our sides. Thank you. We couldn't have done it without you. We can all say our high school experience didn't end how we expected. Our junior year was suddenly cut short by COVID-19. But hey, look on the bright side, 95% of us got out of our English regions. And then there was this year, which was a mix of in-person and online learning. We all know what it's like to roll out of bed and join a Zoom class in those online days. Honestly, the fact that we were all able to get through those adjustments and changes this past year is amazing. With Zoom only deciding to work the majority of the time, Schoology being temporarily invaluable, learning over split screens and all the other distractions that rose today, school got hard. Finishing this year is an accomplishment right there in itself that many people overlook. But I don't think any of us realize how lucky we are that the staff put in their all here, so we had somewhat of a normal school year. For about our last month here, almost all of our class was able to be together, which felt great to be a whole class again. We might have missed a few events this year, but the ones that we were still able to have were a blast. You have to make the most of what you have, and some things are out of our control, and that's just a fact you have to accept in life. It still feels yesterday when I first entered the school. Halfway through our freshman year, I became the new girl. It was a different experience compared to the school I was used to, from only knowing half the kids in my English class to knowing almost everyone here graduating this today. The biggest change was when someone asked what school I went to and I responded with Marcus Whitman. They just stared at me with confusion. So I tried my best to explain where it is, a school amongst cornfields. But in the long run, I would not have wanted to go to any other school. Some of the greatest friendships I have created here was simply just saying hi in the hall or making an impulse plan to head to an outlet mall. It was a bit random, but it was fun. Here's where I finally found out who I was. This year, I finally broke out of my shell. About ironic, don't you think? Something I should have done way sooner, but there's no reason to dwell in the past, and only can live in the moment and be excited for what the future holds. The day we thought would never come is finally here. The day we leave and now enter the real world. It's time to get a job if you don't already have one. Gotta start paying taxes. Think about what you actually want to do with your life, and also pick out an insurance company that's most affordable. Just remember, Nationwide is on your side. Just think, no more field day, spirit weeks, Friday night football games, track meets, bowling at 300 at a match, and putting your all into a theater rehearsal right before the big day. No more group projects where one person carries the whole group, or signing out to the bathroom and just walk around the hall a few more times, and happening to run into a friend, so going for another lap around. And all the other silly things you don't realize now, but you'll miss soon enough. Like Dr. Seuss said, you never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. But hey, we all took our last math test, so that's something to be happy about. We're all sitting here one last time. It wasn't easy, many late nights and early mornings, but each and every one of us should be proud of ourselves. Even though it might not have kicked in with you yet, you did it. You actually completed high school. We got this far, and this is just the beginning of our lives. We have so much more to accomplish in the future. Don't give up just because this step is over. Some of us are continuing into a college, starting a trade, joining a branch of the military, or entering straight into the work field. And some of us still don't know what we want to do with our lives. Which is understandable, because in the grand scheme of things, we're still young. So let's enjoy that before our hair is gray and our knees sound like Rice Krispies. To the class of 2021, congratulations for everything you've completed within the halls of Marcus Whitman and outside of our community. It's truly been an honor to be part of this class for the past few years. This is not just the beginning. This is just the beginning, not the end. Thank you. Our next speech is William Sloth, our valedictorian.
Good evening and welcome, families and friends, teachers and administrators, and my fellow graduates. Everything is about to change for us, regardless of where we're going, from joining the workforce to entering the military to starting college this fall. Over these past 4 years, we have been following a roadmap that has been laid out to us by others, our school and our parents. Every day, the bell has rung and told us to go to PE or to lunch or to class. Tomorrow, there will be no bell. You get to make your own decisions, when to exercise or to eat or to work. You are now in charge as of tomorrow morning. This can be both incredibly scary and powerful at the same time. I've enjoyed my time here at Marcus Whitman with you as my classmates and my many great teachers. I'll always remember being introduced as William Sloth and all my classmates going, But when I arrive at Pace University in New York City this fall and they introduce me as Will Sloth, not a single person is going to yell my name, but instead say, Sloth, that's a weird name. It's unnerving starting over from scratch and living on your own terms. At the same time that we're moving from one chapter of our lives and entering another, we are also emerging from the pandemic, which makes the divergence from our old lives and our new ones even more polarizing. However, this is an opportunity to start anew, to rethink the choices we want to make and how we want to spend our time. When on our own, we get to say who we are, what we want to be, and how we want our lives to proceed. Up until now, we have primarily interacted with a set group of friends, teachers, and teammates who know us well. So well that they have preconceived notions about who we are and what we are capable of. We even have preconceived notions about ourselves, defined by what we have achieved or not achieved in high school. As you enter this new phase of your life, realize that every new person you meet has none of these preconceived notions. When you arrive on your first day of work or at college and realize that no one knows you, you can also think, no one knows me. This will be an incredibly powerful and freeing feeling. Realize that you are no longer bound by the successes or failures of your life up until now. Who you can be is limitless. I want you to realize that whatever the future holds, we are uniquely ready to meet it. There will be change and uncertainty. Sure, this may feel scary, but think of what we've just experienced. We've already weathered the worst crisis possible, and the fact that everyone is sitting here means that we've all made it through. Going through the pandemic has all made us stronger. Consider all that we've done that 2 years ago we wouldn't have thought was possible. Our athletes have won competitions wearing face masks. We prepared for exams over Zoom. We stayed 6 feet apart from our friends, but kept our friendships going through Snapchat. FDR once said, "A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor." Enduring these changes means that you are now perfectly set up to go into the future. After all, what could happen? A worldwide pandemic? No problem, we've done that. The pandemic has also made us grateful for the little things. Any other year, you may not be looking forward to a night like this, packed into the auditorium, listening to a bunch of speeches. But tonight, we have a renewed appreciation for being together, and it seems almost miraculous. So here's what I choose for my future, and I hope you choose it too. At this historic and monumental turning point, let's take the opportunity to reevaluate our lives and consider this a fresh start where all things are possible and your future is limitless. Let's remember today is the day we put the difficult times of the past 2 years behind us and enjoy our newfound freedoms even more. The freedom to sit beside one another, the freedom to talk to one another without masks on, the freedom to hug your family and say thank you, and the freedom to celebrate tonight. Class of 2021, the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Austin. And now we introduce our Dean of Students, Mr. Sullivan, who will be announcing our graduates for their diplomas. Mr. Sullivan.
Colton Yerkes. Rory Wright. Landon Welsh. Connor Walter. Owen Wagner. Alexandra Catherine Sullivan. Brandon Straight. Austin Smith. Michaela Selvik. Jaden Patrick Santiago. Madison Ryan. Gina Rossi. Trinity Rorick. Kylie Rogers. Damian Rathburn. Destiny Rast. Leah Preston. Connor Phillips. Natasha Payne. Morgan O'Hora. Grace Morse. Carson Miller. Katrina Martin. Dominic Mangiarelli. Devin Mangiarelli. Brandon Losey. Nicholas Lloyd. Owen LeClaire. Emily King. Daniel Carrick. Caden Kays. Jackson Judd. Cash Harris. Miranda Hampton. Rachel Guerry. Mackenzie Gross. Ava Gladle. Kyle Fry. Jenna Lee Forge. Elena Flynn. Courtney Fagner. Zachary Durgan. Chance Kaluzzi. Donald Cody. Trinity Cochran. Cameron Clark. You did a real nice job. Brooke Campbell. Sybil Burgess. Sebastian Bergstresser. Marie Bergstresser. Haley Bacon. Thaddeus Ashley. Madeline Ashley. Thomas Amato. The students that still remain are students that carried a 90 or higher average throughout their entire high school career. John Zimmerman. Lauren Van Auker. Madison Valastro. Benjamin Thompson. Amy Smithling. William Sloth. Aiden Royston. Taylor Rogers. Sydney McCumber. Zachary Lovejoy. Jordan Lehue. Johan Kinsel. Olivia Hudson. Caitlin Hopper. Noah Hildreth. Ryan Herod. Jacob Harford. Catherine Goodman. Mackenzie DeLeo. Catherine Deathridge. Robert Crane. Felicia Catronio. Danielle Condi. Benjamin Clovis. Christopher Bodie. Evelyn Bergstresser. And Jarrett Bear. At this time, I'd like to introduce our class advisors, Andrea Robertson and Andrea Nardi.
And now would Christopher Bodie please stand up? As he's coming, just so you know, these lovely masks and the lifetime supply of hand sanitizer I received will go with my lifetime of supply of toilet paper I got last year. So that Wegmans gift card I won't have to use.
Good evening. I'm Christopher Bodie, and I have the honor of introducing our class officers. Our president is William Sloth. Our vice president is Benjamin Clovis. Our secretary is Cindy McCumber. Our co-treasurers are Catherine Goodman and myself. Now, at this time, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the 53rd graduating class of Marcus Whitman, the class of 2021.
And now for our benediction, Ms. Catherine Goodman.
Oh my God. Do I go? Okay. Seniors, class of 2021, we made it. We have come a long way to call ourselves Marcus Whitman graduates. As we come to the end of our high school career, may we never forget our time here at Whitman. Although our last year was a challenging one, to say the very least, may we remember that we had 3 great years before. Even this year, our school staff continued to offer us opportunities of normalcy where they could. Now, I want you to remember what it felt like at the beginning of high school or when you came here to Whitman as a new student. I want you to think about what it felt like to come into a new environment with new people and be the new kids of the building. Maybe you were terrified, or excited, or felt no difference at all because you already knew some familiar faces. It was a big change, nevertheless, and that can be scary, but also exciting. It can be uncomfortable and terrifying at times, but also beautiful. It gives us new opportunities for success and also opportunities where we may fail, but it always teaches us something in the end. A great man, Mr. Sant'Anastaso, once said, "Don't think of it as a test, think of it as your opportunity to shine." So here we are at another big change, another opportunity to shine, another test, if you will. Here we are about to set foot into the work field, into new careers, into new colleges, into the military, into the next chapter of our lives. This is our chance to shine and start a new beginning once again. I know that our achievements and failures over the years will make us stronger for our lives ahead, that what we learned in high school will help us for whatever path we choose. May we welcome this unfamiliar new beginning in our lives and trust what is yet to come. As we celebrate this last time together, I hope that each of you remembers the lessons you learned from your Whitman experience, that you take those lessons as you pursue your new beginnings. In the years to come, I pray that you carry strength, perseverance, and happiness with you. I wish the very best for all of you. So good luck, seize this opportunity, and shine. Thank you.